of America, which is Babylon, and the uprising of our people Israel. All right. So give me Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. Right, we out here to uplift and wake up the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right, of Negro descent. Pick it up. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Pick it out. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman. I made thee a what? A watchman. A what? A watchman. Unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth, and give them warning from me. Right, so the Lord, he has ordained watchmen over the house of Israel. That's right. Right, it didn't say over the whole world. No, it didn't say over them Kenya. It didn't say over Ghana. It didn't say over Uganda. It said over Israel as a people, as a nation. Hey, come over here. Come talk to us. 2 minutes. Anyways, the Lord, he has ordained prophets in the last days. Whenever he builds up a nation, the Most High, he'll build up a nation, and then whenever he plots to destroy that nation, he'll send out his prophets to prophesy the downfall of that nation to get our nation in order. Right? But our people, we don't want to get right. Give me Exodus 3 and 8. Give me Exodus 3:15-3.
The book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3.
Bring it out!
The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is a what?
The Lord is a man of war.
God.
The Lord is his name.
Right, the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is not out here to play games with our people, man. Hey, y'all know your nationality? Hey, come here. Come. Y'all see yourself on the side? Y'all look? Y'all see yourself on the side? You see yourself? Hey, come talk to us. Hey, come talk to us, big man.
Come on, brother.
Come on, brother. We out here for you.
Brother.
We out here for you.
Come on, brother.
People don't know it. Hey, give us 2 minutes. Y'all know your nationality? Hey, come look on the side. Come find out. Y'all want to walk blindly all your life? Y'all want to learn who y'all are? Wow. Hey, man, that's our people, man. I can't even be mad at this point. Give me Hosea 4:6. Give me the classic. We kind of got to bring this out constantly because our people just so damn sleep.
Book of Hosea.
Bring it out.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Yeah.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
For lack of what?
For a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Right. So since our people rejected knowledge, the Most High, he's going to reject you. Proverbs 1:26, another classic. Right? Start at verse 25. Right? So since we rejected knowledge, the Most High is going to reject us. Like he's been doing, because we still, to this day, reject knowledge. Right? Throughout history, we've been rejecting on and off with the Most High, being lukewarm. Give me a Revelation. Look it out, King.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 25.
Read it out.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity.
At your what?
At your calamity.
The Most High, he's going to laugh at our calamity because we didn't hearken and listen to the words of the Lord.
That's right.
Right? The Most High, he's not playing with his people. Right? We're supposed to be holy and chosen, a holy and chosen generation. The Most High, he set us above all these people upon the face of the earth. All these blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans, we are above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Yet we don't want to act like it. We had a brother come up. We said, "What's his nationality?" He said, "I'm a nigger." Brother was going off. We had brothers talking about, "Oh, I'm black. I'm from the land of black. I'm from the land of meat." We had brothers say they're from Pangea. No, brother, you're not from Pangea.
That's right.
You're an Israelite, right?
Con. It says, I will mark when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Right. So when the sky crack open and the Most High revealed himself to all these nations, and he says, "Oh, Why didn't you keep the Sabbath day? Why did you eat pork? Why did you go off on this? And our people say, oh, well, you know, they ain't going to have no excuse. They're going to try to cleave and say, well, I didn't know. Man, the Most High, he's not trying to hear that.
That's right.
The Most High, he's not hearing that at all. Right? He's going to laugh when you get destroyed. When this damn Ferris wheel collide, when this damn Ferris wheel fall off and damn spin into Olympic Centennial Park, and you still on it, you kind of get caught out there, you can't blame nobody but your damn self. Right? Because you didn't want to hearken to the words of the Lord. Alright? You got any precepts? You got precepts? Come on.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works.
I know that what?
I know thy works. That thou art neither cold nor hot. Right? That thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Fine. So since you got brothers and sisters who know that they're Israelites, right? We just had a sister come out. You got peace out? Come on, bring it out.
Verse 17. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
Right? You got brothers and sisters out here that know they Israel, that know we got to keep the law. Shalom. That know they got to keep the law, but they, you know, they kind of doing their own thing. You just had a sister come out here and say, oh, I'm Israel, but, you know, she wasn't keeping the Sabbath day. Right? The Lord would rather prefer us to be either not in this thing or on fire. Right? We can't have one foot in the door and one foot in the grave. That's not how it works. Right? Hey, y'all know your nationality? Hey, come look on the sign, brother, real quick. See if you can see yourself. Punch yourself out. You see yourself anywhere in the sign? Would you be a so-called African American?
Yeah.
God.
That's what I'm from.
You think you're African American? Where's your father from? Cameroon? Could be. Hey, check the spirit. Okay, well, the brother, you kind of came up. Hey, come here, this one verse real quick. Are y'all related in any way? No. Okay. Go, read it up.
Book of Romans, chapter 8, and verse 16. The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh.
Right. Brother, are you a Christian? I'm just asking. Well, chances are you could be from the tribe, from the tribe of Judah. You never know. You could be an Israelite because we scattered abroad, right? So you could be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. So, hey, what I would suggest is that you do your best to keep these commandments, man, because the Spirit bear witness, all right? This is our nationality. We're Israelites, right? And according to the Bible, we have to keep the commandments. Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12, the class, right? Because we have special requirements, right? The Lord, He prepared for us a kingdom. The Israelites, He prepared for the Israelites a kingdom, right?
In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Right, so what does the Lord thy God require of the nation of Israel? Let's find out.
But to fear the Lord thy God, and to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So as an Israelite, we kind of have a duty in this thing, right?
That's right.
We gotta love the Lord with all our heart and with all our soul. Speaking of duty, give me Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. And you know. No, you got it?
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Come on, so we got to fear the Most High. You got something to say? No, thank you for Hey, y'all know your nationality? Hey, brother, you know your nationality? You see yourself on the sign real quick? Brother, that wasn't really an answer. Alright.
Come on, sisters. 2 minutes, sisters.
Hey, sisters, y'all got a minute for the Lord? Y'all love God?
No.
Oh, y'all gonna get destroyed. Y'all could be girlfriends in a damn grave. How about that? Hey, y'all know your nationality? You see yourself on this side? Anybody? Brother, you kind of, hey brother, we out here for you, man. You see yourself? The first one? Chapter 3? Benjamin? Levi?
I would think the first one.
What's your father's nationality? What would your father say he is? Okay, right, so you would be an Israelite according to the Bible, man. We out here for you, all praises. Alright? Bring it out, King.
This book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Right, so so-called Jesus, his name is Yahushua, by the way. Right? So Yahushua, he sprang out of Judah, the tribe of Judah. Right? We come from the same tribe. Right? So, yeah. So, now that you know you're Israelite, there's certain duties that we got to do as an Israelite to get the kingdom, right? Because the kingdom was made for our sakes. Somebody give me Romans 9 and 4. You know, what you gonna bring up, King?
Come. Book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 6. All right? When they therefore were come together, they asked him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Right. So the Lord restored the kingdom to Israel, right? This is all, we out here for you, brother. We out here kind of cold. You know, I'm kind of shivering and shaking out here. We out here to teach our people so we can come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments. Right, Con, what you got, King?
Book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory, and the giving, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of Yahweh, and the promises.
Right, so all those things are given to us, right? The law was given to us. What does the law do? It teaches us wisdom, right? Wisdom, that's going to bring about you a kingdom, man. So, you know, you kind of gotta get into this thing if you really want that kingdom, right? The promises, the service of God, right? The Lord, He hears your prayers, right? The Lord, you keep these laws and He'll work with you. You know, He'll help you out, right? We His chosen, of course. We His children, right? Give me, I believe Proverbs 82, when the Psalms 82. But that being said, of course, we have people. Okay, all praises. Yeah, we got the YouTube on there. Brother, you can get his Instagram real quick. Okay, that's all right. Well, definitely do not lose that flyer because I got the YouTube on there, all the information that you really need to get you kind of started in this thing, all right? And then coming back to your nationality so you can get this kingdom, man. We're trying to get the hell up out of here. All right, peace out, man.
Hey,
you're a king on this earth. Don't lose your crown. You're an Israelite. Say it. That's right.
That's right.
You're not Jewish. No, come on. You kind of come. Revelation 2 and 9, Revelation 3 and 9. You kind of got to deal with it. No, because y'all kind of took our heritage. Hey, you took this brother heritage from him. You kind of got to apologize for that.
You a thief.
You you stole his heritage.
The Lord don't forgive you though, man.
Hey, give me Revelation 2 and 9, and then give me Revelation 3 and 9, because now I'm mad.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Right, that brother right there, that brother that just received this word, his nationality, man, that brother's rich. Right, he building up his riches, right? Bring it out.
I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Which say they are what?
Which say they are Jews.
Right, the Most High, He knows the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews.
And are not.
Right.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
Hey, so man, that whatever that thing was is going to get destroyed, man.
That's right.
That creature is going to get destroyed. He is not a Jew, right? We're the real Jews according to the Bible. Right, that's it on that king. Give me Revelation 3 and 9.
Revelation chapter 3 verse 9.
Bring it out.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews.
You say they are what?
Which say they are Jews.
That white man said he was a what?
Which say they are Jews.
What?
And are not, but do lie.
Right, that white man just lied to our face, bro. He lied to that brother and said he was a Jew. He lied to a real Jew and said he was a Jew, man. He just flat out stole his heritage, man. He kind of said it like he didn't give a damn. Right? Bring it out, King.
Yeah. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
Hey, so next thing you know, that Edomite, he kind of got to bow down to that brother. He kind of got to worship at his feet, kind of kiss his shoes a little, kind of got to polish them. Because, you know, he just took his nationality away from him. He literally straight up stole that brother's heritage. Right? That's off. Right? Give me Jeremiah 17:4. Right? You got these imposters going around just saying so boldly that they're Jews, man. That's off. Right? Bring it out.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Bring it out!
And thou, even thyself shall discontinue from thine inheritance that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Right? So since we kindle a fire that will burn forever, the Most High, he kind of made us forget our nationality, man. And now we serve our enemies. That right there was an example of us serving our enemies. Right? We kind of working for Esau. Hey, no, we kind of got to go through the curses now. We kind of got to get them. Give me below me.
You know, he shall be the head, and we shall be the tail. Deuteronomy 20.
Right. We're kind of working for our oppressors. And give me Haggai 1 and 6. Right? It's crazy out here. Everything that you see, this great empire called Babylon, man. This whole thing was built off of rape, robbery, and murder of our people. Right. And our people don't consider it, man. Right? And now we out here enduring the elements trying to wake our people up, but Jake don't want to hear it. Excuse me, man. Excuse me, man. Sister, you got some. Sister not even looking all way. You got a kid? It's alright, you know what. Give me a Haggai 1 and 6.
The book of Haggai, chapter 1 and verse 6.
Bring it out!
And it reads, Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to bad with hold.
Right, so we do all this working to basically survive. The brother was naming off elements to survive. Eating, drinking, clothing yourself, right? Those are elements you need to survive. Those are basic needs, right? The brother was just naming that stuff off, and we can barely do that for ourselves. Right, come on, bring it out.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, so that to the sinners they are turned into evil.
So the brother, again, he just basically went into the basic foundations of life. And we can barely sustain ourselves with that stuff, right? We get, how did it go? We collect money to put in a bag with holes, man. We always losing our money to the damn white man. We can't have nothing for ourselves because we always working to pay off the white man, right? That's a whole curse that we got to go through. That's something our people are plagued with. You don't see the damn Elamites, right, who's always a damn doctor, who's always a damn surgeon. That's right. Right? You don't see them ever working in fast food. There's a reason for that. That's spiritual right there. You don't see Moab. You don't see the damn Chinese man, the damn computer programmers. You don't see them ever working at McDonald's. Why? Because it's a curse on our people, right? We're not prospering because we don't keep the laws. And when you try to tell our people, they don't want to hear it, right? They just walk past saying, oh, I'm a nigga, right? That's off. That's completely off, right? Let's get precepts. Bring it up.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 19. Through the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire, and no man shall spare his brother.
Hey man, that's kind of playing upon tables. No man shall spare his brother, man. We kind of got to fight this fight, right? Our people, they got that spirit of, basically saying, you kind of got to fight for yourself in this thing. Our people, that love has been lost, right? Bring out Deuteronomy 6 and 25, please.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God as he has commanded us.
That's what righteousness is, right? Keeping the commandments, doing what the Lord told us, man. Our people think righteousness is going by what they think is righteous, right? But going by your own way will get you completely destroyed.
That's right.
Give me Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. Right? Give me Malachi 4 and 1. Give me 1 John chapter 5, verse 2. Right? There's no expiration date on the precepts. These precepts never get old. And our people constantly have to be reminded by it. Come on, bring it out.
Book of Malachi chapter 4 from the top. For behold, the day coming that shall burn as an oven.
Right? What's that day? The day of judgment, man.
And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly.
Right, who is the proud, man? Who is the wicked? So-called white man, so-called Esau, that just rode on a bike and smiled at us, man. The so-called wicked, the Edomites, man. These other nations. Wicked Jake, the 2/3. Y'all got a minute to listen to y'all nationality? Learn y'all heritage? Alright, come.
And all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Shall be what?
Shall be stubble.
That's right.
And that day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Right? The day that's coming will leave them root nor branch. It's going to burn them up. Give me Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. Right? We got all types of vexing spirits out here. Nobody cares about the Most High anymore. Right? That day is going to burn them up. Everything that you see shall be molten lava, man. Everything that you see shall be smoke and ashes, man. This land will be uninhabited. Even in the kingdom, we will not dwell in this land.
That's right.
Right? That's how much destruction is coming. In a kingdom that's you gotta think about it. In a kingdom that's going to last forever and ever, this land will never be inhabited by people. Right? There's a reason for that. All the wickedness is going to be uninhabitable because of all the wickedness, man. This land was built up by the blood of our forefathers. Right?
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and verse 12. And this day, Slaki, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away.
Right? Their flesh shall consume away. What is that? You're going to evaporate, man. You're going to be like a huff of smoke.
That's right. All right. It says, that have fought against Jerusalem, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Right? Their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. You kind of got to picture that. Right? Your skin's going to be melting. Right? It's going to be just a blast of heat, man, that you just can't bear it. Right? Give me Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1 through 6. Right? It's going to be so unbearable, you're just going to melt. You know, you're going to feel your tongue just burning up to a crisp. Your eyeballs rolling back and melting, man. You got it, King? Quick with the precepts.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys and of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Verse 1. The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nations, right?
Come near, ye nations, right?
Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it.
Right, this is a prophecy for the world. Right, this isn't just for one person. This isn't just for Esau. This is for the world to hear. Right?
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
Right, the wrath of the Lord is upon all nations. Even of our own, we got 2/3 of our people that's going to get destroyed by the wrath of the Lord.
And his fury upon all their enemies. He shall utterly destroy them. He has delivered them to the slaughter.
Right? The Most High, he's going to utterly destroy our enemies. He has delivered them to the slaughter. Hey, y'all know y'all's nationality? Y'all's nationality, y'all know it? Y'all see it on the sign right here?
Dominican?
All right, so you would be an Israelite, right? You would be an Israelite from the tribe of Simeon, right? This y'all. All right, well, y'all got to keep the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments. Give me Baruch 4:1.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 1.
Bring it out.
This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
Shall come to what?
Shall come to life. But such as leave it shall die.
Right, this is the book of the law that endureth forever. Right, the law ain't going nowhere, man. We're gonna be keeping the law in the kingdom, right? And all that keep it shall come to life. Right, you got that in Ezekiel chapter 37, where it talks about the valley of the dry bones. Right, we among the midst of the dry bones right now. Everybody that you see that's not in this truth, that's not keeping these commandments, right? We see them walking as skeletons, man. We see them walking as dead spirits, man. Right? What you got, King?
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
Right, so if we do these laws, statutes, and commandments, and the Lord said he'll bless us and make us prosperous like we were back in the day, man.
That's right.
Hey, we drunk out of cups of gold, man. We wore crowns. Hey, King David, he had a crown that was so heavy, man. It was just pure gold, pure rubies, man. We're going to be seeing gems that we've never heard of before. All right, so this is why it's important for us to keep the laws, right? The laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, Yahweh. All right? What you got, King? Deuteronomy 6 and 2. Hey, sister. Sister, you got a minute for the Bible? Listen to your nationality.
Man, our people
Straight, man. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 2.
Bring it out!
That thou mightest fear the Lord thy God, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, which I command thee, thou and thy son and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that the days may be prolonged.
Right, the Most High, he gave the book of the commandments to us for generations to come. Right? This is supposed to last us for generations that we refuse. Our people refuse to even hear their nationality, how much more keep the commandments, man. Our people don't even have a second to look at a board that says their nationality. Our people don't have time for that. Right? But everybody's so godly, man. Everybody loves the Most High so much, but don't even have 1 second to look at a board and see where they're from. Our people are so blind, they don't even care, man. They don't consider. Right? Somebody give me Revelation 22 and 14. You got it, King?
Book of Revelation, chapter 22 and verse 14.
Bring it out!
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Hey, man, your righteousness is going to show. The Most High, he's going to reveal to you who's righteous, who's wicked, man. In these last days, it's going to make itself manifest. And if you're righteous, hey, you got a gate. You going through a gate, and you getting yourself a kingdom, man. You getting a crown, right? That's why it's so important for us to tell our people who they are and what they have to do, according to Deuteronomy 10 and 12. All right? You got precept, King?
Book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 5.
Bring it out!
My son, be mindful of the Lord our God all the days, and let not thy will be set to sin, or to transgress his commandments. Do uprightly all thy life long, and follow not the ways of unrighteousness.
Right? Follow not the ways of unrighteousness. Right? We're not supposed to be unrighteous and doing wicked, man. We're not supposed to be buying and selling on the Sabbath. We're not supposed to be cooking and cleaning on the Sabbath. But you got our people out here like it's just nothing, man.
That's right.
Our people love the Lord so much that they can't even keep the first commandment. That's crazy, man. That's what Christianity does to our people. It twists words around. Somebody give me Romans 6 and 23. You got a precept, King?
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 13.
Bring it out!
They do not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in his righteousness.
Right? They knew not the path of righteousness. Right? Our people, they don't, like I keep saying over and over again, our people don't even consider. Right? Our people can't even look at a board for 2 seconds and figure out, distinguish where they're from, what tribe they are, man. Right? Our people do wickedly, man. They don't care. Right? But we'll see who cares when the Most High laughs at your destruction.
That's right.
When you lose your damn kids, your wife gets damn raped. You getting sent to a damn fever camp. We'll see who's laughing in that day. All right? Bring it out, King.
In the book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
For the wages of sin is what?
For the wages of sin is death.
Right? The wages of sin is death. Do y'all know what a sin is? Anybody out here? Can anybody out here tell me, or raise your hand if you know what a sin is? Nobody. Nobody knows, except these brothers up here are the only people who knows what a sin is. Give me sin is transgression of the law. Right? Come.
Book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4.
Since our people know so much, hey, we just gonna have to teach y'all because y'all don't know anything, man. Y'all claim to know everything about, y'all know the Bible, y'all know who the Lord is, y'all love the Lord so much, y'all keep the commandments. Well, let's see what sin is, right?
It's a book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4.
God.
Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law.
Right, sin is the transgression of the law. Not keeping the law will end up in you sinning, man. And you gotta repent from that, lest you be destroyed. Right? Somebody give me Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8 through 9. And then give me Romans 9 and 27. Chapter 13, verse 8.
It's the book of Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Right? So the 2/3 that don't keep the commandments, hey, y'all gotta get cut off. Right? The Most High, he's not having that in his kingdom. Right? The Most High, he's not having wicked Israelites in his kingdom doing all sorts of violent wickedness, man. That's why 2 parts have to be cut off and die. Hey, majority of our people not even gonna make it. Majority of God's chosen people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, ain't making it to the kingdom. Y'all ain't seeing the 12 gates, man.
Right.
All right. Man, they're gonna get destroyed. All right. Con, give me verse 9.
Con, verse 9. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord is my God.
Right? So we're going to call upon the Lord, and he's going to see us. Because the 1/3, they're going to be brought through the fire. Right? We're going to be refined. We're going to be brought pure. Just like the process of how gold is tried through the fire and it becomes pure. All the impurities of that, what was in that gold, when it was mined out of the damn cave, man, like the zinc, the copper, the dirt, all of that, it comes out. And it's refined and it becomes pure gold. That's how we're going to be tried, right?
Book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Perfect precept, King. Right? Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Meaning, yeah, you're going to go through it, but hey, you endure long enough, the same shall be saved. Right? Y'all know y'all's nationality? What's y'all's nationality? Hey, y'all not Mexican according to the Bible. Y'all God's chosen people. Hey, y'all would be Issacharites. Y'all are Israelites according to the Bible. Right? You know who you are, sir?
Exactly. You're not good, bro.
You're not good. You're not really good, brother. You kind of walking around with light up toys, brother. Brother, come get some knowledge, brother. Cause you kind of playing with a fidget spinner, brother. You got a whole rainbow lightsaber. Brother's kind of off. Old ass man. A lot of people ain't got no knowledge on him, man. Somebody give me Hosea 4:6 again.
Let them know.
Let them know, man. It's ridiculous how often this precept gotta come from.